I am RJ City, and you are watching AMBY. No, I'm not doing another take. That was it.
Hey everyone, it's
Hey, this is RJ City, and you are watching AMBY.
Taking it away already. Hello RJ, welcome.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were sitting here. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Okay, I want to say thank you so much for joining me.
Yes, it's so nice to be on in season 18.
Sure.
Was there anyone else you could have interviewed before me? Really? Luthez' cousin's roommate? Anyone else? I'm dying here. I have a resume. You know, I have things.
Yeah,
Who you getting? Name someone you interviewed that you liked. Braxton Sutter?
Mick Foley today?
Please. It's a little exhausting. We got it. You got a sock on your hand. You wrote a few books. Go have a nap.
You're bashing Mick Foley.
Well, I had a run-in today, and I'm not too thrilled about it.
Yeah, you want to talk about that a bit?
Well, I thought he was on my side, and he was impressed by the gift I have, the gift of song.
Okay.
And he got me to sing Phantom. I sang Phantom, no problem. I always sing Phantom. And then he got me to sing Annie Get Your Gun, which I saw as a young boy. And Bernadette Peters was in it on Broadway. I'm sure you're familiar. I'm sure you'll interview her soon. And then he said, sing it again after the show. He said, go sing it again. There's no business-like show. I want you guys to get sued by the estate of Ethel Merman. That's why I'm singing it.
Great.
So, and I turn around, I got a sock in my face.
Yeah, Mr. Sacco made an appearance.
Gee, way to change it up, Mick. Very original.
I mean, what would you have preferred him to do?
Join in, conduct, take a moment to say, hey, this man before me is like the reincarnation of Sammy Davis Jr. in a wrestling sense, which is, you know, what everyone calls me. So, you know, enjoy it, Mick. It's not all about you, pal. Go be Santa Claus. Why don't you go be the Easter Bunny? And then everyone can sit on your lap in weirdness. Anyway, go ahead. Let's continue.
They do that as Santa, sit on his lap.
Sure.
Too.
Well, you know, the Easter Bunny I ran into gave me a lot of nightmares as a child. Go ahead.
Okay, some Donnie Darko going on there, no?
Still haven't found the eggs. Go ahead.
Okay, well, do you have any other thoughts here, since we are at Greektown in Toronto?
Do you have any other thoughts? I'm here. I finally presented myself. You have this chance. And
Okay. I do want to bring up the fact that, as you know, you are extremely talented on many fronts. You mentioned the singing, there is acting, the wrestling, the list really does go on and on. This performance bug, it's been with you for forever?
It's inside of me. It's my oeuvre.
Your what?
Right, look it up. And I have to let it out and share it with the world. And some people seem to enjoy it.
It's always been there, though, naturally? Like, you've never had the urge to have nerves. You've just always been a performer.
I came out of the womb tapping away.
Okay.
My poor mother. Go ahead.
I noticed that you've been watching a lot of Regis and some older workouts in the morning, so where did those start to kind of come into play for you?
I was in the mood for a new workout. You know, they do CrossFit, they do high-intensity cardio. Every wrestler goes, ooh, here's a picture of me doing the battle ropes or the kettlebells. Oh, I'm taking this very seriously. It's time for something new. So I found Regis Philbin has my personal workout, it's called. I looked it up, it's on YouTube. And now we're gonna do push-ups, so if you can't do them, you can do the female version. You get down on your knees, which is how Kathy Lee got hired. So I thought, well, hey, like this will be fun. And I've been doing that. I did, and Estelle Getty has one,
okay,
which is fantastic. And so does Milton Berle. So I've been doing those celebrity workouts, and I'm really feeling the essence of Regis. I feel like I have the Regis traps now. Someone told me, hey, I looked at you from behind. Is that Regis? You're looking great.
Wow.
So I'm very excited.
It's a big compliment.
Oh yeah. Everybody wants. To me, physique-wise, it's like Rick Rude, Ultimate Warrior, Regis Philbin. So to get on that is thrilling.
Wow. Well, just speaking to trying something new, I have a little quote from you here that I'd love to hear more about.
Great.
And you said you have an interesting goal in wrestling, and the goal is to make people realize that there are perfectly acceptable forms of masculinity other than raising your arms and roaring like an insecure Neanderthal.
Yeah. Did you watch the show? You watched the show?
Yeah, I watched the show.
Or like when you saw me at Impact, we did Impact there. You did your little interview.
Yes.
Everyone comes out and they're like, bruh, I'm a wrestler.
I've seen it.
And I'm very bloated and red in the face. And it's like, is this all there is? Do we all just look like grade school bullies? There's other things look at this. This is a perfectly acceptable form of masculinity, and you enjoy it. There's a little boy out there with his legs crossed right now going, that's who I can be, and that's who I want to speak to. And there's old ladies who like me too, but that's irrelevant right now.
Okay, well, I mentioned the acting earlier, so I do have to ask, how is Handsomeville doing?
Handsomeville is great. The population is still Gildor.
Still just one?
You're referencing, yes, you out of your mind? You're referencing a show I did called Splat-A-Lot.
That I am.
Showed on YTV, BBC, Nickelodeon, the list goes on, in over 100 countries. And it's a humbling experience to hear yourself translated into Dutch.
surprise you a little bit? Is it a little weird hearing something else come out of?
It's weird because I'll do like expressions where it's like, and then like the French will be like, ooh. And you're like, what? Okay, that's what means in French.
Okay.
Sure, knock yourself out.
Do you miss the underline eyeliner? Is that something that you might bring back, you think?
I do miss it because I look, like they're like, we'll put makeup on a guy. It'll be very funny. And they put it on. It's like, you're very attractive. You pulled this off. Kind of have a feminine face. So it freaks people out in a good way. And men will look at me and they go, I know you. You're my friend, but I'm also attracted to you. But I'm not a homosexual. I mix up a lot of people's feelings, and I'm just writing it out.
Messes with some minds.
And if I may, it's an alternate form of masculinity.
Okay.
See how it all comes back.
Bringing it all back. Another talent of his.
It's called the callback, kids.
Wow. Well, you're also, speaking to talents, the cynical crafter.
Yes.
Another thing just to add to your repertoire. It's ever growing, really. Have you always just kind of been, I don't really know how to put this, okay with crafts, I guess?
Oh, big fan. You can see how well I do. I'm a great crafter. Well, they're very high-intensity crafts.
Sometimes they don't turn out, RJ.
No, and I think that's the fault of the editors, that's the fault of the crew.
Is it?
I'm working very hard, you know what I mean? And I put myself out there. I get burnt by the glue gun. You want Mick Foley? Oh, look, I have thumbtacks. Try a glue gun, pal. Try to get that on your arm and come talk to me. Try to get a cardboard paper cut or some Bristol board.
Is crafting something that's always been a side hobby of yours?
Yeah, I like those. Remember those jagged scissors?
Yes.
And they would make the jagged. That was fun. And glue. I liked good glue. Oh, the ones in the cap, and then you put it on, and it gets very sticky.
The dry ones, though, or like the Elmer's one?
Elmer was okay. They also had Gorilla Glue.
Yes.
Oh my, that's heavy duty.
You don't want to mess with that, though.
No. It's for adults.
Yes. I have some tweets here that I would love to hear a bit more about, because you are one of my favorite people to follow on social media. So
that's just for this show. Go ahead.
No, I'm being honest. Well, the first one is, I've peed 4 times so far today, and I've never felt closer to my grandmother.
I drink a lot of water. My answer to everything is hydrate. Drink some water. Stay hydrated. It's good for your organs. Drink like a big old liter in the morning. Sometimes I put a little Himalayan salt. Sometimes I put a little lemon. It keeps you alkaline. The alkaline diet's happening now. Look it up, kids. Read a newspaper. And, I've been doing it. And I go, and lately I've been going out and saying, ooh, I have to go to the bathroom. And then you kind of walk like this, and I go, I'm becoming my grandmother.
All right, well, the other tweet that I have here is, you better come up with some quotable quotes in your lifetime, or else people won't post shit when you die.
Yeah, because, look, people, so many people post about Stephen Hawking, right? Everyone's like, oh, and I'm like, there's people where I'm like, I know you did not really care about Stephen Hawking. I know you as a person. You didn't do any reading in physics. Look, I respect the guy. Did tremendous work. It's amazing. Icon of science. Sure. But they just Google and they find these quotes of Stephen Hawking's looking into the sunset, and they're like, oh, whatever the quote is. And they're like, I'll just put this up. So what happens to the people who die that don't have any good quotes? You know what I mean? What's going to happen to you? You have nothing. People are going to go, I don't know what to say. So it's hard. I mean, that's like currency on the internet, is having good quotes. You're reading my quotes. This is what we're talking about. When I die, they're going to put that quote on my tombstone, and some kid's going to walk by looking for his dead grandmother. I'm just going to blow his mind.
Out of all quotes, you'd want that, like a quote about a quote?
Yeah, see the meta whole thing going on. It's a more immature inception.
What would be another quote? Not for a tombstone, but something that you would love for people to quote once you die.
That one. Yeah. Or good thing I got out when I did.
Okay.
It's all going downhill from here.
Well, lately we've been seeing some fantastic guests over on RJ Makes Coffee in his underwear.
Yes, you're not the only one who has a show, sister.
Very entertaining. I was wondering, though, if you could have any guest on there, who would that dream guest be? Who would you love to pick the brain of and have some coffee in your underwear?
Oh, Madeline Kahn.
Madeline Kahn?
Yeah. You really? Do you know who Madeline Kahn is?
No.
You know every shit band that's out there? They got one, the guy, there's
band?
someone at a Legion in Oshawa. Oh, I know who they are. Your album's great. You don't know who Madeline Kahn is. Really? Oh, do you play a guitar? Come on my show. You've had everyone. You have no clue who Madeline Kahn is.
Can you tell me?
I'm going to list some movies for you. Blazing Saddles.
Okay, I know the movie. I don't know that.
Do you remember the burlesque lady? I'm so tired. Remember that? Young Frankenstein.
Yes.
She had the turban on her head. What was the other one? Clue.
Oh.
Flames on the side of my head. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Wonderful opera singer. And we're drawing blanks here. Okay. Who do you want me to say? Oh, the guy from Nickelback. Third Eye Blind. That's who I want. Is that more your alley here?
No.
Sorry.
Like, why?
All right.
Really? You just feel the need to...
I'm going to send you a series of videotapes. and you're going to say, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm a big fan of Madeline Kahn. I'm a Madeline Kahn guy. I think everyone knows that about me.
All right, I'm going to be
And
apologizing
to be honest,
RJ.
to be fair, I think you've incurred the wrath of Kahn. Go ahead.
The Wrath of Khan. All right. Well, here, as you hopefully know, we not only cover wrestling, but music. You kind of just listed a few people off that, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Google Dolls, and he's in there looking in the telescope. Remember that?
Okay. Who do you like? Who's so?
Who do I like?
Who's so magical that RJ listens to them?
Paul Simon.
Okay.
Right up there. Love Paul Simon. Saw him 3 times, cried 3 times. Ethel Merman, top of the list. Oh, the way she sings, the way she presents herself. It's just outstanding. And of course, when I'm working out, I mean, you want to get your blood pumping, you know what I mean? You want
Sure.
Annie Lennox. Just,
Really?
yeah. I feel like the pre-workout is almost enhanced when I start tearing up. So,
Okay. And you had mentioned that you were singing in the ring earlier.
yes.
Really good vocal chops here. Have you ever
thank you.
dabbled into being in a band or anything like that?
Why would I want to be with other people? I'm having enough difficulty here, you know? Why would I want to, a bass player with the long arms, and they play the bass really low. You've seen these bands. Why do I want people who smell behind me? What do I need?
You're a
Here's
wrestler. You're surrounded by people who smell.
I know. And you know what? Speaking of, Impact just tweeted a GIF of us
Yes.
where we did an interview when we did their show, and I smelled your hair.
Yeah, you
And do you know what it
did. I
smelled
did.
like? Sauerkraut and desperation.
Sauerkraut and desperation.
But we'll get you some conditioner. Go ahead.
Wow. Okay, on that note, I'm going to wrap things up. Is there anything you want to say to your fans?
I'm RJ City, and you're watching AMBY.
Okay, well, thank you for joining me, RJ.
You're welcome, Susan.
And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, so much more.
They got it. All right. Okay, we're good.